Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the 084 for old Goatsy. As you can see, yesterday I got all this stuck back together, and I told you I think I put a new pulse line in it and a new fuel line up here. I stuck the carburetor in. I was talking to Drew on the phone, so I couldn't film while I was talking on the phone, but I went ahead and stuck the carburetor back in it. It's just set in there with the linkages hooked up, so there's the exhaust gasket I'll probably never find with it on the bar stud, so let me set it back over here. So we're gonna do the carburetor box here. I'm looking at that. Somewhere or another in here I got an air filter that needs to be cleaned some more, but the air filter sets like that. And here, this right here, this is all the area to get the air into the saw. See how all this is filled up? We're going to unfill it. Yeah. We're going to unfill it. Now, the one that gets me about these saws right here are these holes. As you can see air through them. Well, this goes on here like such, and if you run this saw without the rubber boot in the side of it, it can get unfiltered air through these holes. Now I'm going to show you what we do about that too. But I got to be careful or you won't get to see the saw running in this video. So we're going to go on and get started. I'll show you how to take care of all this stuff. Number one, if you ain't got one of these, you probably need it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right here, just kind of line it up with the middle. There's the one I've dulled already. Now you can see there's more airflow right there already. That makes a world of difference. But I got to be careful. I don't want to go too big because we don't want to weaken this thing. That's why we're putting round holes in it. Because if you do anything other than round holes, you can weaken it. So we don't want to do that, because if you weaken it, the air filter just break off. You just kind of got to pick where you can get the majority of the holes the biggest. That's all we're trying to do. I'm just trying to get as many big holes in there as I can without making it weak. Now it can get some air. I thought about going up here and even drilling a couple there and there so it can get a little more air. But for the most part, that's pretty good right there. She's going to breathe a whole lot better, I guarantee it. Alright, now let me go get this other stuff. Alright, let's see if this is big enough. This is my it's a gasket cutter, leather cutter, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna find out if it'll cut it. It's a hole punch, what it is. It ain't the sharpest in the world, and I just tried to sharpen it a little bit. It ain't the sharpest in the world, and it just does not want to cut foam. Let's try it that away. I've done this before by hand. It'd be nice if it was a little bit bigger than that. Well, you know. This is the biggest one I've got. Last time I did, I cut them by hand, I'm pretty sure. The main thing is I just want some of this foam stuck in some of this hole. That way it can't get unfiltered air. There we go. I just about got that one on the first try. I could actually turn that thing sideways and put it in there like that. But that's the gist of it right there. Probably what I'm going to do is take these things and put a little dab of sealer on them and just glue them right down in there, because like I said, last time I done this, I had to cut them by hand. I thought that might be easier, but well, you see. Oh, about to forget. Just taking a little bit of this right here on the end of it, and then insert it down into her. Push it down in there. Push that one down in there. A wee bit more on this one. I think you can see, yeah. Now you can see where it's going. You can see where we went with that. I deburred the holes and stuff in it too, so. Let's see. All right. Trying to clean all this up as I go. Getting this thing back in can be a real bugger sometimes. If you don't have this rubber piece for the screws, try to find you one, because it makes a world of difference. Getting that little lip pop back in there is, it's a pain. I promise it is. All right. I ain't gonna bore you with this because I know y'all want to see it run more than anything else. I'll get you some. I'll get you some little snippets here and there. All right. Now, I know it looks like I've done some more, but I haven't. All I did was put the air filter assembly on. Now, what I've been doing since y'all wasn't here is this. I made a front for the muffler. I made a deflector that is huge. So what I'm in the process of doing is this right here. I'm gonna get this up in here. Look at that. And I'm probably gonna put him that way right yonder. Is that gonna look good or what? I know. Not my favorite design, but it's the easiest to make. And I really don't want to chop this muffler up because this is a really nice OEM muffler. Now, I have considered maybe sizing this collector into, cutting about a 1/2 inch out of it, welding it back together. I don't know whether I do that or not, because I'm not going to make the hole this big. At least I don't think I am. I don't want it to hit anything. That's the main thing. And right there, it's going to be away from the wood. It'll be away from the operator. It'd been nice if this piece was a little bit smaller, but it wasn't. So that's just the size it turned out. I mean, I could cut it down, but I don't think I'm going to. It'd be easier to weld if it was smaller. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all find out when I get done. I'm gonna have to leave here in a few minutes. I got to run pick Boo up from school. Mama called and said she ain't gonna be able to make it. You see that little slit right yonder? I was almost done cutting this. I cut the whole thing out and I was making the cut and my grinding wheel went off, come out of the groove. And I was like, you got to be kidding. And of course it's on the front, not the back. I thought about welding it up and grinding it and then drilling a hole, but I think there's enough room to drill a hole. It's just a little, it's not all the way through, so it's not going to hurt anything. Trust me, it ain't going to leak with the holes I'm going to put in it. Huh. Yeah, I ain't exactly sure. I might narrow it up just a little bit, just for the simple fact that it's so wide. Because if I take a 1/2 inch out of it, it'd be a lot easier to do. Yeah. But yeah, for me it's going to be a little bit, but for y'all, it'll only be a few minutes, or a few seconds. So I'm probably going to stop here in a minute. I've got a few more minutes before I have to go. And yeah, I think that'll turn out real nice. I used to build them like this with the pipe turned up this way, but for this one it's awful large, so I didn't want to do that. All right, I get her welded back together. I'll let y'all know what's going on. So yeah, we're getting there. Won't be too much longer. We get this muffler sorted out. We'll be ready to put some gas in it and try it out. All right, y'all. I got Boo and everything successfully. So we are back here at the Hooskow. Andrew's here.
Hello, hello.
And we just got done welding on the muffler cover. And you'll get to see that, but not yet because it's hot. It's sitting there on the floor cooling off. We're quickly running out of bolts, so hopefully it won't be much longer and we'll have it put back together. We'll have it put back together, because after this all we got is a spark plug, 3 top cover bolts, and the handle bolts and sprocket. So we are not far away. I'm gonna have to turn it this way a little bit, y'all, because I can't. Y'all look that way and tell me if I got the. There's those in the drill bit box. Tell me if I got everything lined up. Tell me if I got it lined up. This is a deep muffler. And it is a pain to get these things through. Bolts. Y'all quit laughing. I can hear that. Give me a minute and I'll have everything knocked off the table. I can't see that darn thing.
There's one. Nope, gotta be tilted down. The bolt's gotta point down.
I can't even see the bolt. The black soot is like absorbing all the light.
There you go.
The soot in there is absorbing all the light, so I couldn't see a thing. Now, like I said before, whenever you put these on,
Put them two bottom bolts in.
put these two bottom bolts in.
Or it'll never line up.
And once you get them on there, you push it back. The dark in the muffler is absorbing all the light. Yeah, let me reach down here and grab this hot rascal and see how hot it is. It's still hot enough it's uncomfortable. But yeah. Hopefully everything works just fine. I might have to put longer bolts in this top.
Oh yeah, probably will. Maybe, maybe not.
Maybe not.
The straight shots come with longer ones, I believe. If I remember right.
Hopefully these bolts will go in the darn thing. Aha.
Did you mention to them how rare 084 mufflers are and how expensive they are?
Nah. Well, I might have a little bit, but not much.
So I didn't want to cut the front covers.
Yeah, I didn't want to cut the front muffler up because
It's nice. And
it's a nice clean muffler, and well, they're extremely hard to find and very expensive if you do find one. So that's why I put all that time and effort into this. Just for you, goat, so you can keep your muffler like it ought to be. For the goat. I'll just wipe this cover off right quick while we're in here, because it might only be new once, but it can be clean every day. I mean, it ain't perfectly clean because, well, for me to get it good and clean as I wanted, it'd take half a case of brake cleaner, so we ain't trying to spend all that on it. There we go. Just want to get it clean. That cover won't fit on there with the muffler on it. If you ever want to get it in there, it'll go. But getting it.
just gotta hold your mouth right.
You just gotta hold it just right. Where it's got to go in, twist, down, twist, push, and there. Ha 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 ha. Ah, there's a circle clip laying in the box. I'm not worried about it because there was a circle clip laying in the box when I put the bolts in the box. So that's why. If you're wondering. We just about got the goat on fire. We just about got the goat on fire. Ain't gonna be long now, goatsies. We're gonna get to hear what smoke sounds like. Hope you run 50 to 1 in this thing, because, well, that's not what I'm gonna put in it. We might have to mix them 50 to 1. Because we're out. Tighten that sparker plug up. We don't want it blowing out.
You not be good.
Let's see.
Don't want to ruin that cylinder.
Go ahead and put this thing back on here. Whatever this thing's for.
It's for safety.
For safety purposes.
Real men don't need handles.
You remember when I built that 460 and I didn't have a top handle for it?
Yeah.
And I run it for the first little bit holding on to the chain brake handle.
Yeah. Real men don't need handles.
I did. I had a 460 that didn't have a handle for it. And I wanted to run it really bad. So I just held on to the chain brake handle.
I've done that.
Well, I mean, as long as you're holding on to the chain brake handle, it ain't like it's going to come after you.
If it kicks back, you already got your hand on the chain brake.
You already got your hand on the chain brake. Ain't got to worry about it. It'll just go on and do it.
It'll just get her done.
Get her done, get her done.
Squirt.
Give her a little squirt there. And the 084 and the 880 clutch are different. For anybody that wants to know, the 088 does not have these notches like this, or the 880. But you can buy a drum for an 880 and cut these into it and put it on one, because that's what I done for Matt. All right, are you gonna go on there, or are you just gonna keep? Ha ha. Oh yeah, gotta put this on there. I better put that on there. These are the ones that like to shoot across the room.
Big ones.
These are big ones. Keep a thumb on that rascal, because it'll leave here
Into the great unknown.
into the great wide open. All right, see the holes?
Modified.
It's got more holes in it than it had before. Let's see if Goat sent me any gas. Oh, he did. Good.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's.
She's thirsty.
I'm gonna pour the rest of what I got in here.
Yeah, it'll run for about 2.5 seconds on that.
It might be enough to fill up the carburetor. We're gonna mix some more, maybe. All right, let's see if we can. Yeah, baby.
It's not hoodie no more.
All right, good.
Can I watch your phone?
All right, now get your homework and stuff done.
Okay.
All right.
When it gets done. Because I did not. I only need to do my 5 times 3, so.
Okay, we'll do that. We're gonna fire this. We're gonna fire this sow up and see if it'll sow. See if it'll sing. Let's take it outside. Let's pause that and carry it outside. Just hit the pause button. All right. Anybody taking bets? I bet it's gonna be loud.
There's something.
Something sounds good.
It does.
below 70 down. There you go. And get the bar and chain off of it so we can see if we can take it out here to the woods and make a cut or two with it. So we'll bring you back here shortly, probably in the woods. All right, y'all, a little windy out here. In a minute, you ain't gonna hear no wind noise anyway, so it won't make no difference. And I know this tree ain't big enough for this saw, but it's the tree we got. So I'm gonna flip it around. Andrew's gonna fire it up. We're gonna give it a try or two and might have to tune on it just a little bit. And here we go. Y'all.
Got a lot of pressure on her still.
Yeah, it's still got some pressure on it. He cut through the bottom part of the log. There it goes. It's starting to ease off.
Might be able to go in there and stand on the end of it.
That's probably what I'll do. Well, put a block under it on this side. Throw one of them round blocks under it over here. And I'll step on it and see if you can pull it out. We'll let y'all watch for a minute. This is how you get out of issues sometimes. Like put something like right in here.
Put something bigger than this?
I don't know. Well, let's see.
Let's
Let's see what it does when I just push down on it.
All right. It's coming out. There it is.
There we go.
It came out.
We do this sometimes, y'all. If
Why?
you watched this before, you've seen us get more than one stuff.
We play around. Get carried away sometimes.
All right, y'all. Well, there it is. I hope y'all enjoyed it. That saw gun runs good, Goat. I think you're gonna like it. Oh, hold on. Good clean saw.
Oh yeah.
It's a nice saw. It ought to run pretty good for a while now. All right. Well, I'm gonna end this one off here and get it put up. So hope y'all enjoy it. Remember, check in the description below for links to our Hopper Nation Facebook group. We have an apparel store. Like I said the other day, Mama's thinking about doing some switching around with it. I don't know the logistics of it yet, so we'll probably have to change all them links eventually. So yeah. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day. Stay safe. Be kind. Treat each other the way you want to be treated. God bless. Jesus loves you. Bell Hopper out. Bye.